welcome to the Crooked Experience. And I'm Vale. We have Nesto here, Tequila, and Horrors, and our first guest, our premiere guest, Imperia. So welcome to the show.
Yay!
Woo. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Well, we thought you would be the best person to start the experience with. But before we dive into that, we're going to tell our audience really quick a little bit more about what this podcast is all about, why we're doing it, and a little bit of, I don't know what you would call it, a little bit of backstory to bring everybody up to speed. But basically, the Crooked Experience is a great new podcast where we're really bringing to life and to really... Can we start over?
No, go ahead. Keep rolling.
All right. We're really bringing to life some of our favorite Second Life personalities. It's really a podcast to showcase content creators, event owners, big SL personalities that you all know.
And love.
And love.
And love.
And we really want to give...
And hate.
And also hate. And we really want to give everyone to have the opportunity to form a connection with them and letting the public see their personality
But
behind
not
the
sexual.
Right, we're not...
A consensual.
A consensual experience to see who these people really are and what makes them tick, what gets them going, what inspires them, and really just a bit more about them. We think that's really important. I think a lot of times, well, we all think that we know somebody because we see their avatar, we see how they dress, we see things that, we read or hear about, but we don't actually take the time to get to know them. So that's what we'll be showcasing today. We're going to fill in the blanks for who people are really and shine light on them and their interests.
All masks are off.
The masks are definitely off, and we want to get to know them. And we're also inviting all of you to come along for the ride, which brings us to our next topic, which is why this is called the Crooked Experience for those of you who haven't put the puzzle pieces together yet. It's definitely a play off of our brand, CRX, which hopefully a lot of you know. And that stands for Crooks. So it's likely how we're going to refer to you guys. We're going to refer to you as Crooks.
Yeah, Crooks, the audience, not Vale's prison pen pals that are doing life. Which shout out to them. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the prison pals that we have listening.
Which
but no,
is the show is funded by.
No, it's
That's our sponsors.
Oh
Mansfield,
my gosh.
hey, how's it going?
Shout out to your favorite prison.
Thanks for the cookies.
But we really like the name, the Crooked Experience. It's a really great way to describe our view on a lot of things. We're really not going to be serious. It's going to be lots of fun, really lighthearted, and it's just a warped reality or viewpoint on a variety of subjects. And as we continue with this, we will tell you the show is definitely not for anyone, one, who's underage, two, who's easily offended, or three, people who can't take jokes from time to time. We're really all here for a good roast and good laughs. And if we do offend you, don't bother sending in emails to Tequila. She's going to get rid of them pretty much right away. She's going to send them to the trash.
Yes,
so don't write in. Don't write in if you're offended. You could just stop listening.
Don't write in if you're offended.
Anyway,
but if you do choose to write in, send them to Tequila.
That's TEK. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my
god. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome you, our first guest, Imperia. She's an incredible designer and blogger and someone who I believe, we all believe, has completely excelled in the arena of self branding.
Mhm.
So we're just gonna kind of dive right in. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, totally. I'm blushing, by the way.
Hurry up, Val. She's gonna pass out. Let's go.
Yeah, maybe.
I know, it's like let's pour some drinks and get started. Um, all right, so the first question, I think a lot of us, well, I don't think a lot of us are really wondering, but I'm really
Just Val.
wondering, yeah, just me. I'm really wondering more about your look. People know you for being
Mhm.
someone with a completely unique avatar. I think you've kind of set the tone for trend setting in this kind of like dark gothic esque kind of scene. What inspired you to do that? Like, did you log in SL and just think this is what I want? Like, how did it come to life?
Yeah, I mean, since I started with Second Life, I really wanted to create photos with looks or stories that speak to people. And I really like the underground like scene or the underground aesthetic or the fantasy. And I'm a wiccan real life, so I grew up with this background of believing on witchcraft or like
Do you know magic?
legends. I know magic for sure. So I don't know. It's always been there for me. I mean, I logged in and I was like, I wanna be me.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
sometimes people are like, why you dress like this, or why you do these photos, or I don't know. But that's who I am, like literally. So
So
I don't know.
that's really cool. That's really cool. How did you find the Wiccan world? Like, what brought you to that? Was that something you were raised with, or
They knocked on her
Yeah.
door and said, like the Jehovah's
they
Witnesses.
recruited her?
They recruited her.
I
She was
mean,
camping one time in the woods.
Who
God came
recruited
to
you?
me. No,
Yeah.
I mean, I was raised with these beliefs,
Mhm.
and
Oh, you're raised
Nesto.
with it.
Yeah,
Oh.
we talk about this with Nesto, and
Mhm.
I mean, um, it's a huge theme. I mean, it's not something like you can touch with one podcast or something.
Right.
But I can share a few things about Wicca, and
Yeah, go for it. Because I don't know anything
there
about it.
it, it's I mean it's huge.
Can you
There's
convert Val?
history. The
Knock on my door.
oh my
Can we
god.
do a ceremony right now for Val?
No, we can't.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not allowed in the
So
coven yet.
no,
That's
there's
because she's not
a
a virgin.
lot of history. I mean, even longer than any other religions, because
Yeah.
we
Wow.
I mean, there's like types of Wicca, and it's not like a taboo right now,
Mhm.
but I think
It was,
uh,
wasn't it?
as a witch, it's
Mhm.
nice to know that not everyone knows about it,
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, Wicca as such is a neo-pagan religion linked to witchcraft, and it
Mhm.
was developed in the first half of the 20th century, I think.
Wow.
And then it was presented to the public by Gerald Gardner, that is like the king of the
King of
religion.
the witches.
Yeah, this might sound
Is that
weird,
a correct
okay,
term?
or
Is that a
Gerald.
confusing,
correct
but
term?
Gerald, yes. But the thing
I
is,
got wait.
paganism
I
is old as men. I mean, the
oh.
first men's in history, they didn't have answers when you're speaking like about a high power beyond of understanding. So they try to choose and believe in something that although they did not understand, they saw every day, like the fire, the rain, the storms, the
Mhm.
sea, and also even feelings that they didn't understand as well. So they choose to give their devotion to the gods of each of these things.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then with rituals, like, I don't know, dancing, it's a ritual itself.
Mhm.
So they use this as a way to ask for help or guidance or comfort. So
Mhm.
this is paganism in essence. And
Right.
then Gardner studied all of this and tried to, like, make a thing, and he
Mhm.
called Wicca the religion.
Mhm.
So then Wicca, in essence, for me at least, is a
Mhm.
religion rooted in earth,
Mhm.
and basically you learn to connect with the energy of the nature, the lands. You learn to read what it means to have more or less sun in the year, the rain, the plants. You learn to enter this language with all the elements and to use
Mhm.
them. As I said, it's a long topic, like a long.
Yeah.
But
We could
if
So
you're
it's
yeah.
if
so it
if
seems like
you're
it's
interested, it's very easy now to just find a book in every language
right.
or just search online. But I advise you as a witch to
Mhm.
have at least a weekend that you can, like, reach out and say, like, I
Like
read
mentor
this,
you.
is this real or
Right.
is this fake, you
Oh,
know?
right.
To
There's a lot
fact
of
check you.
Yeah, it's a lot of fake things
What do you think
around
yeah.
is
Wicca.
the biggest misconception about
There's a lot. I mean,
if you had to pick
we
How about
if you had to pick
yourself?
one?
we use the pentagram as a symbol, no? Like
Mhm.
in the
Mhm.
religion. And people
Mhm.
think like we are like Satanists
Devil
or
worshippers?
we are bound to them. And we don't even believe in demons. I mean, we don't believe in
How is
demons.
mhm. How is your relationship
We
with Satan?
we don't believe in Satan. I mean, I
No?
I
Okay.
know in Imperia as a character, she jokes around with demons or Satan
Mhm.
and stuff, but I don't really believe in Satan or any demon,
I heard
basically.
demons can play a crazy lead guitar. You know what I mean? So in
No,
that, I kind of believe in demons.
yeah, we don't believe in them, and we don't do sacrifices. Let's call human or animal sacrifices. We
So
believe in nature. I mean, we love nature, so
right.
we couldn't sacrifice anything.
It's more
I'm
about
in.
connecting, like, right? Connecting to the earth. And I
Yeah,
think
I mean,
everyone could do a little more of that.
yeah, I mean, we know that we are part of nature, and
Mhm.
nature is part of us. I mean, we can't harm nature, so
So it
that's
seems like it's a very close connection with like Native American beliefs, Wicca,
y-
right?
y-
With
yeah.
a
I
little
mean,
twist, with some
with
seasoning.
yeah, I mean, the first, like, beliefs like Native Americans or Celtics or, I don't know, Aztecas, they were
Aztecas.
all very aware of nature
Hmm.
and what gives us, right?
Hmm.
So I think it's because of that.
So
Does
a lot
Wiccas
of
believe in
the
aliens?
What? What?
they don't.
Does Wiccas believe in
Do
aliens?
you believe in aliens?
I do, matter of fact.
I
It's
I
science.
do too.
It's
Yeah.
science.
You, you do? Does that
Yeah.
conflict with your Wicca belief, though, to believe in aliens?
No, no, I mean,
No?
it's nature. They are
Oh,
uh,
nature. Wow.
yeah, I mean, we are nature. So if they
They're
exist
more evolved
actually,
nature.
uh-huh.
Really, if you think about it, the definition of an alien is just someone that's not naturalized or something that's not. that's foreign to us. So I mean, it's kind of
Mhm.
part of the unknown. So a lot of the Wiccan religion has influenced your look. You wanted it to reflect a lot of who you were on the inside. Um, what do you think has made you so popular in that regards? I mean, I think a
And
lot of people have done things, but what is it about Imperia that just has everybody referencing you in this
Yeah.
kind of genre, this like subsect or subculture of SL?
Mm.
What is it?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I always been like myself, and sometimes people just are like curious, and I feel like some people just wanna like know me or know something that's not common around them,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. It's really just the wind lights, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
It's just the wind lights. No, I think like when I look at you, I become captivated because I'm like, "Oh, I haven't seen that before." Or it's just different. It's an outlier. The way you make your shapes, the way you I mean, photography to the side, which is really incredible. Just your even as you sit here in front of us, you don't see that. I feel like a lot of times women especially and guys actually, basically everybody in SL sometimes gets into this like this stamping cookie cutter kind of look and you
Mm,
definitely broke the mold. You and you're not the I mean, you're not the only one, but for me you're someone that definitely stands out above the rest. Um for sure. And so because of that, do you get a lot of brands that want to be represented by you? Is your blog list really full? What's it like being a blogger on here as well?
well, I did. I mean, I had a lot of brands. And when I started blogging, I wanted to connect and be with brands that speak to me, you know? Because I
Hmm.
hate doing photos just for modeling or, I
Mm.
mean, things that we see, I mean, every day in Second Life. So that was hard, like have
Yeah.
sponsors that really pushed me to do more photos or create new scenarios or new characters or something like that. But I'm not blogging right now because I mean, I
Yeah,
have the store now and it's really hard. I mean, I try to keep my VIP sponsors with me, and I'm super grateful with them because they understand that I have more responsibilities now. I have bills to pay, and
right.
I can just blog because I love blogging. I mean, I
Yeah.
love blogging and I love taking photos, but it's not really possible right now.
What advice would you be giving to bloggers, new and ones that have been in it for a while?
My advice will be try to be yourself, try to be whoever are you. I mean, force or aliens or I don't know, more goth things, more goth characters, or just try to keep yourself everything you in everything you do. And I don't know. I mean, for me, it's you need to create something new, something that tells a story with a photo. Because we have a lot of great
So true.
modeling bloggers and modeling people itself. But we need more people that tell something with the photo, and I think that will make you be, I don't know, someone. I feel like this, I'm famous and I'm someone, and it's just so silly. But if you want to like stand up of the rest, you need to do something that really, as you said, something different that
Yeah, tells
people
a
can be
story.
like, Who is he or who is she?"
Yeah,
Nice to
absolutely.
influence, other artists, so
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I have my own like
because there's somebody right now that is
I'm a
creating.
fan of people here. I mean, I'm not
Who are you
like,
a
oh
fan
my
of?
God. Well,
Besides me,
Besides
you know
Nesto.
what I
Of
mean.
course.
Besides, you know.
I I like grew up on Second Life really looking up to Eleanor, the owner of Suicidal Lombard.
Oh,
I
nice.
really love her, and she was always like unique and doing her own stuff and not minding if maybe. I mean, I think okay, I know her, but know very well, and I feel
Mhm.
like she's always doing things for herself, and that's what I'm trying to do with the skull. O sea,
Yeah.
sorry,
Yeah.
I'm trying my
Let's
Spanglish
call her.
here. Okay,
Call her on your phone. Let's call her. See
yeah,
what she.
Eleanor. No, but I mean, I admire her. I admire all my Sulfur sisters. They are like such amazing
Mhm.
women for sure.
Aw.
Yeah, you do have a great
And
family.
yeah, I know they are amazing, and they always doing exact same thing, doing
Yeah.
what they want to do, not
Yeah.
what people want to do or want to see or want to use. And I think that's what
But see,
make
that's the
me.
thing. Like with you, people think that you just. I think people think that you just did art and then you just became exploded, but you actually was doing art for a while and then it exploded. Because I
Yeah,
remember,
no, it
hanging
was.
because I knew you before the store and everything. And the thing is, I just was like, oh my God, you're doing amazing art. I didn't know you came from IMVU because people knew you from IMVU and you had a following in IMVU too, but then you came to SL and I'm like, you're such a
Yeah.
great artist. You should be getting like 1 billion views. And then now you got all the recognition. But I think for people who wants to that are talented artists and want to do this, I think the message is just keep doing, and then it will have just keep working hard.
Right.
And
Walk your own path.
yeah, because
Yeah.
Imperia just didn't just come on and day two, she exploded. She was actually a great artist for a while, and then
Let's plug your store. Let's talk about that real quick before we dive into more of the art.
mhm.
Do you want to tell our viewers, our listening crooks, the name of your store and anything you got going on right now before we move on?
Yeah, of course. My story is Skull, and it started just with the. I mean, I just wanted to create things for me
Yeah.
that I really want to have in world. And well, almost all my items are like Wiccan inspired,
Awesome.
or God inspired, or like that kind of stuff. I want to create another store so I can divide the
Oh,
things like full RP or RP, or and then have the full gothic and like rock glam and stuff. But
Nice.
yeah, that's how Skull came to my mind, and I'm so happy that people. I really like that. I mean, I never expected that people will like what I
Oh,
was creating. We have
mhm.
so many amazing and talented creators that I never think I will become part of them in such
The branding is
a
amazing with the
short
store.
time, because it
yeah.
was fast. I mean, I
Yeah.
can I can fucking process it now.
So let me ask you this, because this is kind of something that I definitely want to hear, and we'll get into like your more of your art and more of who you are. But I always ask people like, what are the highs and the lows of your experience so far? So like, um, I forget the kind of the saying, but basically it has to do with like what are the highest points, like what are some of the like what's one really great moment that you've had on SL, and then what are some of like the really crappy moments that you've experienced, just so our listeners
Mm,
can hear. Start with the good though. I always say start with the good and
yeah,
then move into the
yeah.
Can
bad.
can we cue the piano like piano, and then zoom into Imperial? Her Christmas ball on
the
her
Well,
face.
sad the sad sad Christmas soundtrack.
The good thing,
basically you're holding that Christmas ball like it's poop. You're-
That's
like you're
so
basically,
not.
nasty.
You can
I'm
toss it
trying
if
to
you
be
want.
festive for the audience,
I
okay?
know, Jesus.
She's like,
But
I
you're
brought
And
this
Wiccan.
Christmas ball. I don't want to hold it.
hello.
You know what?
Yeah.
Am I wrong? But that Christmas ball and Christmas is a pagan holiday. So, you know what I
I
mean?
mean, my holiday is called
Mhm.
Yule, not Christmas.
Yeah,
So
what is
yeah.
that? Yeah, because you and IM said Happy Yule or Yule, and I'm like, I don't know, what is that, like a cross between a zebra and a mule? I don't know what that is. Is that something
No, it's like the
The yellow
pagan
mule.
version of Christmas,
is
basically.
what is it?
The pagan version
Oh,
of Christmas.
what does he look like? Or she?
What do you mean?
It's pretty similar. I mean, I feel like Christians just took some pagan stuff and tried
Mhm.
to make it more, well, Christian, but
Right, right,
it's basically the same.
So
right,
same
right.
Santa.
Yeah,
You know what's
no,
funny?
but it's the
No,
same essence.
shut your mouth on Santa. She's a wicked. Have some respect.
Yeah, please.
Don't
Yeah,
say that man's name in here.
don't say that. You'll get her angry.
No,
And she's
but
no.
it's about giving and sharing, and we have some trees and
Can you
candles and
make
stuff. I mean, it's pretty
Can you make
similar.
Val lose 30 pounds?
No,
No.
because I will use it with myself, so we can do
Oh,
that.
there you go. There you
But
go.
Yeah,
Can you
we'll
make
all
me
have
lose 30
spells.
pounds?
yeah,
Because I've been drinking a
but
lot of beer.
a lot of tequila. But yeah,
Hmm.
the good things that I
Yeah, I want to hear the
experienced,
good things. And then the
I
bad
think
things.
the best ones, knowing my favorite and the people I admire in Second Life, and
Hmm.
even being able to become family with them or
Hmm.
friends with them, because at the end it's what we are, no?
Right.
Friends. It doesn't matter if you're a family or not. And
Hmm.
the other thing is just knowing more people. I mean, I'm very shy and
Yeah.
I didn't have many friends or
Hmm.
speak a lot with people
Now
in
you're
general.
famous. You do.
Come on.
Is that what you're saying?
No, but I mean, I
By the
I
way,
I
Imperia's
know.
entourage that just float like Jesus. You have like 16 people in the lounge right now, and
The
one's holding
lounge
your
is
dog.
packed.
Yeah, one's holding your static dog. Doesn't even move his eyes.
Which I tried to use like the animations, and only
Yeah.
one of my eyes was moving, and I was like, okay, we're not doing this.
You got one person holding your sunglasses out there.
Yeah, I
Jeez.
need them.
Imperia moves with the sulfur entourage.
Yeah.
The coven. The coven followed her into the studio today.
The coven. Yeah. Well, they got things, they need something to do.
Yeah.
She employs the Wiccans.
All right, so we got the good. Tell us about the bad. What's one of the lower points?
The lower points are like people think that knows you, and
Mhm.
that's why I'm here actually, because
Mhm.
people think
Not
that
because you,
can
Val.
speak anything about you or do anything against you, and
Yeah.
I mean, I think we all know my experiences with Second Life Secrets, and
Yeah, let's
I
talk about
think,
it.
yeah, we should.
I was the only one that actually pays for the subscription. She gets it delivered to her
I
house.
don't. You know what? I don't. And that's the crazy thing is that there's this love hate with SL Secrets because one,
There is a
it
love hate,
only
yeah.
it only exists because people keep going
Us.
to the site.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly.
Like the
Yeah.
people have the power to like shut it down or make it completely irrelevant, but they don't. So,
It's an accident mentality. Like you
yeah.
don't want nobody to die, but if you see the severed head, you're like, oh my god, yeah,
Right.
like that's
Like
what we're looking for. Yeah, it's
like
kind of
how
a
did
car
that
crash.
happen? So what happened
Yeah.
with What happened with you and
Here we go.
SL Secrets for those of the audience that don't know?
By the way, you can take
the
another shot, Imperia.
We're
the
all drinking.
the tea right now.
Yeah, spill
Give
the
us
Uh,
tea.
the tea.
I I don't really know. I mean, being honest, the racist thing was not my first time in Second Life Secrets, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it was definitely the first time they tried to put words in my mouth with fake chats and everything. I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
was a show. So it was hard in many ways because I felt powerless. Like
Yeah.
Hmm.
I could do anything to people like see my story or what happened,
Hmm.
and I was very disgusted
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's not
by what
fair.
they were trying to frame me like racist. Please,
Yeah.
I can be many things, believe me, but never racist. Like I will never use one race to attack another. Even
Yeah.
angry, I can
Yeah.
say one of two things
You'll
to
handle
hurt
it with a
something.
spell. We know.
Yeah, but never racist. I mean,
Yeah.
No.
but I don't know who it is, and I don't really care.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm at peace. I'm working hard and minding my own business. And another thing that we believe as Wiccans, we believe the law of three. Everything you do will come by three against
Mm.
you. So even it's good or bad, the cosmic balance is a bitch. So I mean, I'm not telling people like you need to be an angel and not doing wrong and stuff. Negativity is
Mm.
natural too. It's within us as human beings, but it's precisely in us the control on it, no? So act so maliciously because I mean we all know that thing was made to destroy
To
Scott
hurt
Right.
you.
basically.
And it
Yeah.
was bad. Yeah.
So that's not gonna bring anything good to your door. So I don't know who did it. I wish no harm. And as someone that is in
I hope they
the
fall down the
public
stairs.
eye,
So.
Stop.
Just a 8 stair tumble. You know what I mean?
Just
yeah,
Here,
scared.
let me tell you something, Imperia. When I
yeah,
woke up that morning, Horace hit me up and was like, "Did you hear what happened?" Like, and then and I read the first. I'm like, I know Imperia for so many years. Like, that's not her. That's not how she talks. And I was and I'm obviously I'm still 100%. I was like, that is not. That's not even how she like. That's not even her style
I
of
mean, I
conversation,
can tell you
and
for
she
sure.
never is that hateful. Like I know her. And then I did a post about it, saying this is, and I was just very sad that it happened to you because it can happen to anybody. It can happen to me. It can happen to Vale. When you're doing content creating, you're out there. You can get those attacks, and we need
Yeah,
to let the people know. Don't don't just read something on SL Secrets, and and then that just be the jury and the deciding factor. Like, don't do that
Right.
because there's really nice people that you destroy doing that, and you don't. And SL is a toxic place. If that's what
If you make
it
it.
can be if you make it, but don't let it be that. Don't let it where if somebody's mad at me and then all of a sudden they can easily fake and Photoshop something, and then I'm because what they don't know, there's a lot of work goes into being a content creator and doing what you do, and
yeah,
people do it for
totally.
so many reasons, and it's not fair to destroy somebody like that. And you don't even care about the evidence, and there was, that was clearly Photoshop. Those words were blurry, and I was very sad. And I remember talking to you in IMs, and one thing that you said to me was like, I would start crying, but you're visiting your nephews in real life, and
Yeah,
just
I
seeing them
mean,
as babies, you felt happy. So that was a blessing, was to be with
yeah,
family.
I mean that day I was doing like holiday shopping and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and one of my sisters, like Megan Aka Gorsimi, she
Mm-hmm.
came and now she was like, do you hear the SL Secrets thing? And I was like, what thing? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I never checked that site
Right.
like ever.
Yeah.
And when I saw it, I was like speechless. Like for sure, I
Yeah.
wanted to cry. I wanted to scream, but I was
So it
with
did hurt you.
my parents in real
Hmm.
life, so
Yeah.
I had to suck in and just
Yeah.
try to be strong all the day, like all the like time I was dealing with this. I had to be strong in real life because we do have a real life in case you don't know.
Hmm.
And but I mean, I have so many good kind people behind me. Like
Hmm.
I would cry right now, okay?
You can go ahead. You can
I mean,
take another shot.
people, let's call
No,
it
people are mean.
family.
People are mean, and you have a real life, and even just the short period of time where like I've gotten to know you, it's like you are just like a solid, like you're
She's a
sweet.
sweetheart. Let me
She's
say
such a
one thing,
sweetheart.
Val. My post was basically saying if you're an event owner and if you're somebody who loves her stuff and you're not going to support her based on that SL cheap, like obviously fake thing,
Yeah,
then you're
tabloid.
contributing to the toxicity that can
Yeah,
destroy anybody, and you're giving these toxic people so much power to
yeah.
destroy a lot of great talent that can make SL a beautiful experience, and that's not fair. And I tell Imperia, I'm 100% supportive of her. I was vocal about that. You know, and I told her one time, we're not going to talk about and I got in her box and I was like, it feels like you're in the principal's office because I feel like I am like the dad of her brand. Like, no, don't do that, do that.
Yeah,
But
he's
she
always
doesn't
like
give a
that.
shit. Yeah. I was like, okay, you don't have to give a shit. You know what I mean? Because those are mediocre things. But this really made me sad, and I really had to be vocal, and I didn't care about the repercussions. And I'm glad you're here to let people see how sweet and funny and chill you are, and to let people know you.
Oh my god, thank you. I
Yeah.
will
Well,
Go
it's
cry.
ahead,
true.
go ahead, cry.
Stop making her
We're gonna give you a cry
cry.
moment. No, no,
Do
we're
the
gonna
sad
give her a
music
cry moment,
again.
and then then Stir, our videographer, and she does that. The magic. We're gonna play like sad music. So we're gonna give you a minute to cry, and then now we're gonna zoom into
Oh
your
my
Splash the
face.
water on her face.
no.
I think
We're
it's
gonna
so
zoom
important. I
into
think it's so
Tequila's
important though
shitty
to
shoes over there. I'm just
don't do
kidding.
that. Leave her
I'm
shoes
sorry. I'm
out of
sorry.
this.
Leave her shoes. She's fucking gonna walk in like what is that? The Yellow Brick Road at Forever 21. Like, what's going
Yeah.
on over there, Tequila?
Tequila walked in this studio like Glinda the Good Witch. For
She
real.
did. And now she's Forever 21 Dorothy. I'm just joking.
No. But I really do
No,
think
she
it's
loves.
so important because I think people just take humanity out of the game once in a while, and just one little click 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 and send, and you could really hurt someone like on the inside.
It's sad.
And we don't all need
Yeah.
to pretend like we don't have feelings. We don't need to pretend like we're not affected by these things. It's easy to be like, oh, they're just haters, oh, they're just jealous, oh, they're just stirring the pot. But it's like, yeah, they are, but also I'm a person, and that hurts. And aside from you going after my brand and my business, which is also a hobby that I love, you're going
Mhm.
after my character and who I am as a person. And I
But some
think
people
that
pay
it's
bills
not all
with their
right.
brand. Yeah.
Absolutely. These are people's lives. And also, cancel culture is such a thing right now,
Mhm.
Mhm.
sadly, that like one false step and like you can really do damage to someone for no
Yeah, for sure.
reason on a baseless accusation, which is what this was, from my understanding. There's
Yeah.
no like, you
No,
It
know,
was
like
a
I
sabotage.
know that
For
chat didn't existed at all. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I never said that. I have never said the N word, like ever. Even just for my, I mean, I'm Mexicana. I don't use that kind of words.
That's not even in
It's
the culture to say in Mexico like
yeah. I
that kind of.
mean,
Yeah, I was
I
telling a lot
no.
of people, I was like, that's not even what people say in Mexico to offend somebody else. That's American culture, not
mhm.
Mexican.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
At least they should have
totally.
did some research.
Right.
Oh no, no, no!
Like-
Don't do no research. Sorry, I don't want to. I don't want to tell people how to do it right. You know? But
No, but
Horror
yeah,
has
I
actually
mean,
released
we
a
need to be
video.
conscious that that could happen tomorrow, next week, or in 1 month. That's the thing here in Second Life. We know a
Yeah,
lot of good people and a lot of kind people, but
100%.
there's the fucking Second Life secrets too, you know?
That really
Yeah.
hurt me when I saw that. I'm like, I knew exactly what they're trying to do, and I'm like, they couldn't do it to a more sweeter person. And even the little stuff that I seen at SL Secrets, I just feel sad because they don't know her. They don't know how sweet she is, and just an amazing artist. And sometimes people get jealous, and it's just they couldn't be doing that to a nicer person. You know what I mean?
100%. They really.
Do it to Fail. She wants to be on there, right, Bill?
No,
Fail's giving them a lot of
I
content
don't.
to do.
I've been on there once before. It wasn't like anything bad. It was more just like, something silly, but like this was years ago. This SL Secrets has been a platform for too long, and unfortunately,
Negative,
yeah,
toxic
unfortunately
platform.
it's so toxic, it's so negative, and people keep giving it gas. You're just gassing the
Yes.
fire.
Yeah, they kept feeding them, and
Yeah, you're feeding the beast.
basically. Hmm.
And this
So
is why we're here. No, I'm just kidding.
no, I'm so glad. I'm so
I
glad that you
created a
came on to set
podcast.
it
No, I'm just
straight.
kidding.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Thank you. Yeah, that's amazing. What I was going to say is Horace actually showed a quick video that she doesn't have on no more, but she actually showed like how you can easily change without using Photoshop, how you can actually change the font of what somebody says.
Wow.
Basically, if you say you got to say something and let the person respond, and through like some like coding,
Well, don't tell
basic,
people how.
basic shit. No. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
right.
don't.
That's why she deleted it. But
Whoa.
there's a lot of easy ways. There's a lot of easy ways to like forge what somebody says, and basically what I'm saying is don't don't go to SL and think that's the end all be all something biblical. Don't do that. It's a very
Don't be
toxic
that
place.
coward. You can always be go and open IM and say like, I don't like you. I think you are this, and just fucking done. Not doing these
And
nasty
if you like it
things.
for entertainment, read it, laugh, and then get off of it. Don't
Yeah.
even because like come on, like I'm gonna say it, like I go on there just to go on there and read, laugh, but I look at it and know that 90% of it is garbage and not true. You know what I mean? It's like when you read the Sun Times, like the Sun magazine. Remember where you go check out for your groceries and there's a paper that says the Sun, and they're like, "Oh, look at this alien baby! It came out the ocean alive," and you're like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." But that's not real. It's just go to, if you want to go there, which a lot of people does, because we can't say don't go there because there's people going to go there because
Yeah.
but don't take that personal. Don't like go off of SL Secrets and go on to SL Facebook or somewhere and be like, yeah, fuck that person. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Don't take it as something serious. It's all fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Go
I
ahead,
wanna
Val.
I wanna ask before we wrap up our time, because time has just flown by so quickly with you. You're really
I
We
incredible.
know.
got 20 minutes. Relax.
um, I want to hear more about your holiday plans. I want to hear what you're doing this month. And now
You
that I
want to
know a
know what
little
the
bit
Wiccans
more,
are
yeah,
doing?
I want to know what the witches are up to this time of year. Do they have a
Are you allowed to say
convention?
witches?
Yeah.
Is that
I
is
think
that
it's preferred.
I
derogatory?
mean, yeah, you can call them like witches, warlocks, weekends, as you wish.
Warlocks are dudes, right?
Yeah.
So I would be a warlock.
No, you wouldn't be.
She said
You
no. I like how she
you're
was
not
silent.
allowed.
Well,
She's like,
I could be a
no.
warlock. I could wear some good fur, some animal fur, put like little lamb blood on my face. You know what I mean? I could pull off a warlock.
Jeez, this isn't Harry Potter.
Can I be a chubby warlock? Like a very
But are you doing anything special? Are you going to be with your family,
Yeah,
friends?
I
And
mean,
how about
as
in
I
Ethel
said,
too? Do your sulfur girls like? Do you guys all do stuff together?
we are pretty busy, basically. Like the sulfurs are always creating real life. It's hard for us to be here in world and share. But
You're
in
not
real
invited,
life,
Vale.
in
Veil
real life,
sulfur.
If that was your next question, you're not invited. So relax.
Oh no!
You're
I'm
not
not
allowed to go
invited
into the woods.
to the sulfur woods.
The sulfur woods. Yeah.
yeah,
Where is
Get
this
on.
wood located?
we need that
Can we get
theme
a taxi?
to be done.
Can
No,
we get
we
a
can't.
landmark to your
We're
woods?
not getting a landmark to the sulfur
We
woods.
don't have one, but that's a great idea, actually.
Yeah,
Create
you
like a
should.
forest.
So
Yeah,
next time we have you on, can and like season 2, next time we have you on, because we definitely would love you on if you would accept. Can we
of
do it in your
course.
sulfur woods?
Yeah, I need to create the sulfur forest,
Okay,
and
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll all take shrooms and show up.
You know what we could do? I can like rent
Just
a
kidding,
warehouse,
guys.
and we'll
Don't do
do like
that.
a cheap movie. Go do it. If you want to do drugs, do it. You
It's
know.
like the Blair Witch Project. The
Yeah,
Sulfur
Yeah,
Witch
yeah, but we're gonna do it
it's
Project.
very
called.
cheaply, like in 1940s. Like we're gonna have a warehouse and then rent some
40s.
trees, and you could definitely see the movie set. We'll do that,
Yeah, for sure.
Good idea, Nesto.
and we'll do
Good
some crack.
idea.
Amazing. You're
Great
a genius.
idea.
Do you do drugs in real life, Imperia?
No, I don't. I'm a creature of nature. I don't do drugs. What the
She
fuck?
eats plants.
So
Yeah.
drugs is actually a natural thing. So like if somebody gave
Not
you like some
everything.
coca leaves, would you
Not
chew it?
mm, what?
She's not a panda bear.
Do
She's
you
not going to
do
sit there eating
ayahuasca?
bamboo.
I Oh my god, that is interesting subject, but no.
It's
Yeah, let's
I
ayahuasca,
what's
not
it's
Ayahuasca.
kayahuasca.
ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca.
Oh, it's
Can I
ayahuasca.
tell you, I went through a phase where I thought it would be a good
Oh Jesus.
idea. I thought it would be a good
Oh,
idea
we're going
to
down
take
this
a
road.
trip to South America and
Mm.
have a shaman and have that experience until I found out that
Is
you
that how
like,
you had your baby?
I don't have a baby.
Ooh,
My
so
baby
I thought
daddy
you wanted to be on
is
That's
a
Our Secret.
shaman.
It's a
I know.
shaman.
But then I heard that you get
They
so
got you high on
sick. Like
ayahuasca.
you're just
Yeah,
throwing
like
up
for
all the
real.
time. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, no, that doesn't sound good.
No, that's
I think
scary.
there's
I
I
don't
think
like
there's other
throwing up.
things you could do.
How about we do all ayahuasca for next show?
Jesus.
The
You'll be getting sick.
stonks. Stonks.
So I want
No.
to ask you before we dive into the trips of ayahuasca, can we talk about what's next for you? What do you have coming up? What do you want the Crooks to know? What do you have planned? Is there anything that you want to share
I'm
for what's
trying my best
next?
to learn to mesh. That's like my
Oh,
closest goal, but I'm a slow learner and it's taken me a while, but that's what I want to do. I want to create like accessories or clothes and stuff, but I don't know. Just not now, okay? But
yeah.
that's the next step for
I was
Scott.
gonna say, can we expect because I think a lot of what you do now is really incredible, but imagine the possibilities of like your own custom
Endless.
creations. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
you
I
could do
know.
so
And
much.
that's the next step. And well, the step I just took, it's my main store that's open now with discount. So you guys need to check that out. It will be available to tomorrow. I think I don't know tomorrow, but I can everything is posted in my Facebook or the store Facebook. I mean, and basically it. I don't want to like choke too much because I think we all have limits, and like seeing so far in future, it's just stress, and I don't want to think that far.
Yeah. Um, I think it would be really cool though. Like that would be awesome to have some pieces by you, and also for everybody listening. Um, we'll definitely link below your store, landmarks. We'll even link your Facebook for, but I'm sure everybody knows already how they can find you. But in case they don't, we'll definitely add it down below because I think that your vision and your branding,
Amazing.
your whole your
Can you
whole
say what you
vibe.
said to us before we were
What?
rolling? Can you say she's I'm a sweet me girl? What did you say, Imperia, with that accent?
Imperia.
Yeah.
Okay, what?
I'm so sweet, a hamburger and I go.
Oh my god.
That's what she said before we started, you know.
I'm a sweetie pie.
I'm a
Yeah.
sweetie
I'm a
pie.
sweetie. Yeah, before the show starts, we all kind of hang out in the lounge, which eventually I think we might open up to some people. But when we were all hanging out before we went on air, she was like, "I have my tequila." She's like,
Yeah.
"I have my tequila." And she was the sweetest person. So for those
So
of you who
nervous.
have any kind of like weird ideas about who she is, she's honestly exactly what she said. She's just a sweetheart. And
Yeah.
I really loved getting the chance to talk to you and get to know you and meet you.
And can
Um,
we
Um,
be friends?
we're already
yeah, we can
friends.
be friends. We are
Okay.
friends now.
Yeah.
We are friends. But
Yeah.
and yeah, for those people listening who want to check you out more and visit your place in the world and eventually venture into the sulfur forest, which we will get to
Yeah.
maybe next season on
Can
the
we have like
show.
animatronic bears there, like
Well,
like Chuck E. Cheese?
Jesus,
In
don't let that
closing,
show have anything to do
Imperia,
with it.
Imperia. In closing, what do you
yeah.
want to say to your supporters? What do you want to say to them?
I always say the same, but really, 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 like from the bottom of my heart, thank you all for all your support, all your love, with photos, with art, with the store, with myself. I met so many kind people there. With I mean, at least with my friend list in Facebook.
Mm.
But thank you all for your support, for the support for school,
Oh,
because we are doing great.
Oh,
And thank you. I mean, I love you. I appreciate you all, everyone, each one of you. And I think that will be it. And thank you
oh.
guys for having
awesome.
me.
Thank
I
you.
mean, Nesto, you are my friend. You are like, yes,
One
my
hundred
store
percent
father.
supporter. Store father. Yeah, I am your store
And
father.
you girls,
I
I
am
mean,
a
thank you for
warlock.
everything.
Oh,
Can you
you're
make me an
welcome.
honor? Can you make me an honorary warlock? Quickly,
Oh
she
my
says, "No,
gosh.
no. We're gonna work on that next
We
season. I'm going to be a warlock, and I'm going to worship the devil."
We're gonna no, there's no
we
devil
don't do that.
involved.
Oh, there's no devil.
Nesta
Aw.
wasn't.
Aw.
Nesta clocked out. All right. Well, thank
I
you
No,
for
took
but
a
yeah,
being
I took a
here.
piss break.
thank you,
All
girls.
right,
You made
everybody.
me
I
feel
love you
like
guys. Thank you
home.
so much.